I, oi, where you are, man? Huh? I18N concept, right? I18N, I18N concept. Okay. What is mean by I18N? It is just like what I stands for international. Next, 18 means what? 18 characters, 18 nations. Okay, right. Okay, all right. I18N application. So we are in the middle of the application development, right? Okay. Uh, right, where you are. Yeah, this is the concept, right? Okay. So I didn't share this one, guys, uh, because of the application. New era. There is no relationship. Sending the notes are new year. Yeah. Okay. Right. Mm. Right. I18N. Yeah. This notes I didn't share it because of our application yet to complete it. So that's why I didn't share this application and the notes as well. Okay. I will share today that entire application once it is completed. Once it is completed, I will share that entire notes. Okay. Right. In the notes where you are. Web.xml file is over, right? Online. Are you okay? Online. Are you okay? Yeah, yeah. My admin team will share that link here. Fatima and Vishnu, Fatima. Please contact our admin team. They will share. Sorry. They will share that notes link here. Okay. Fatima and Vishnu. Okay. Right. Okay. Once again, for late come joiners, wish you a happy and prosperous new year. Even my offline people also. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. What is your planning here yesterday? What do you planned? Nothing. If nothing, we will conduct the classes. Na? Why you are wasting our valuable time? Huh? Huh? Oh, travel issues. I think you are not part of in Hyderabad, right? Online. Have you enjoyed your yesterday? That is 2026 beginning year. Okay, you enjoyed a lot. Hmm. क्या कहा? Ah, okay, coming to the application development here, only web.xml file is completed. Even uh, the explanation also it is over. Clear? Any doubt in the web.xml file? Because I didn't share, you don't get any doubt, right? So no worries. If you have any doubt, we will discuss in the next class also. Don't worry. Okay, right? I hope everyone is understood about the web.xml file because we already discussed day before yesterday. Okay, coming to the dispatcher servlet.xml file. We are here, right? So The step is what? Bean ID. See, these are all what are schemas. These are called what? Schemas. The respective application related for MEC, for context, for beans and all. There is a predefined schemas are there. Okay. So you can, based on that error, sir, how can I get it these schemas, sir? How can I know? Based on the error, you can Google it. The Google will advise you. Okay. So that's it. Next one, this is what enabling what? Annotations, right? For controller point of view to scanning all the classes. So we are the XML based configuration, right? In Java based, what annotation you are using? What annotation the Java based you are using? Whichever highlighted. Yes. Component scan. Okay. Online. Are you okay? Component scan. Right. That is to scanning what? All the files. This is XML based configuration. Okay. Next one. Coming to the bean. Bean ID is equal to message resource. That is any name, any logical name. No need to provide message name or message resource, because based on what? Some class name I provided the respective naming convention here. Okay, you can use hi, hello, some ABC, XYZ. No worries. Next one, some properties. See, this class is what? Predefined class here. The resource bundle message source. Predefined class. For that class also we are creating what? Object. Internally the container is going to creating what? Some org, some Spring framework, some blah blah blah. Resource bundle message source space message source equal to new resource bundle what? Resource bundle message source. Okay. These are what? Some property names we are providing. For this property is what? Base name is what? Messages. What messages are? Listen. What messages are this one? See, we are going to creating the some property files now. So the naming convention is what? Messages if underscore some TE. TE stands for Telugu. Messages hyphen some FR like French. Getting my point? So that means the starting characters, the starting word like messages, right? For that message, like that is the property file's name beginning is there, right? Message hyphen underscore some FR like French, some TE like Telugu. For Hindi, HI, the starting two characters. Okay. So it is representing only for what? Property file name. Clear? Right. So that is what? The base name. Next, default encoding is what? That is, there is a different coding formats are there. Okay. UTF-8. UTF stands for Unicode Transformation Format. 8 means what? 8 bits. Clear? Right? We are here only. Next word, some caching mechanism I am going. Sorry. Some caching mechanism we are going to implement. So this cache is what? So that value just I provided what? Only 0. So this is for what? This configuration representing only for what? Resource bundle message resource class. Clear? Okay. I am going to create some other beans as well. Any doubt so far? Is it clear? Everything? All of you? Online? Are you clear, guys? No one responding, I think. Anubhavins Raja mode you are in, I think. Come on, yaar. Multitasking, it is not always good for health. Okay. Right. Okay. Right, guys. Okay. Coming to just a minute. Hmm. Bean. Again, one more bean I'm going to configure for locale purpose. Okay. Yeah. ID equal to something like what? Locale resolver. That is for what? For it is representing what here? The respective country's point of view. Okay. Locale class equal to that class is available org dot spring framework dot web dot servlet dot I18n. Okay, it is configuring related to 18 nations. Okay, session locale locale session locale resolver. Okay, session locale resolver. So this is what the name of the class. Okay, now I am going to now I am going to add one property for this one. Okay, property name is equal to what is the default to locale? Default to locale. See, name is what? Default to locale. Then that value is equal. What is the default locale for every laptop, every mission? Huh? The global language is what? Clear? That is what. So I don't want to use completely this property ending like I want to provide like what? Some slash. Getting my point? This is representing, guys. Listen. Your time is over here. Don't talk. Okay? Right. So this is representing what? I18. That is completely I18 related configuration for locale. Locale like what? That what is the country and what country language default you are going to use. Like locale is representing always what? The respective countries. So here the default locale is what? English. Clear? Okay. Next one. Next one. One more bean I am going to configure here. So bean, what is that? ID. ID representing what? One minute. Okay. Next one. Um, Default locale. This is over. The beans, that's enough. Anyway, we configured one is the resource bundle. Next one, locale configuration we did. Next one, mm, for interceptor, for like what? MEC related. Okay, for MEC related, that is we are going to change that in interceptors. Okay, MEC, what is that? Interceptors. Okay, so here I am going to take bean ID is equal to what? ID what? No ID. We are going not. I'm not going to create that interface. Okay. Sorry. So I'm directly providing the name of the class. What is that? org dot spring framework. org dot spring framework dot what is that? Web dot servlet dot i18n. Okay. So dot we are going to change the locale. Okay, that is interceptor. Okay, locale change interceptor. Any spell mistake here? Inter n capital locale here also locale I l e missed. Okay, I added locale change interceptor. Okay, so here I'm going to add one property for these two. What is that? That property name is equal to what? Param name. That is parameter. Value is equal to what? Some see this in the URL, right? In the URL we are passing from one parameter. That parameter name called what? See, whatever the respective language you are going to pass. Okay, the respective language related, it is going to execute. Okay, value is equal to what? Lang. That is one property I am going to add in the top of in the URL. Okay, right, don't worry, we'll see that. Okay, that's all about it. This Spring related MEC related configuration file. So that's all about it here. Okay, let me recap this file. Beans, these are the some schemas to enabling the annotations, to scanning the controller. Okay, that is all the files. For this bean class, just for what? Resource bundle message resource. Okay, so here what are the properties and what are the default encoding? We added some cache related mechanism also we are implemented. For I18 related, for interceptor related, we are using. Okay, that's all about it here. So if you have any doubt, once I shared the code, you can go through that. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. Don't worry. Okay, I will give the clarity. So if any spell mistake in our application, based on that error, you might be fixed out. Okay, something. Right. Now I am going to develop my Java classes. src /main/Java. I am going to develop my Java classes here. I am going to develop my Java classes. Okay. If I go to the Java classes, might be I am getting the some error because there are respective classes related configuration done in the pom.xml. Let me check. Nothing. Okay, we will get the error. Absolutely right. So anyway, based on that error, we can add the configuration. Clear? So while creating the Maven package, that too for web application. For web application, this is the basic structure. The packaging is what? Where there is a jar also. For what application? Standalone application, right? So this is not a standalone, this is the web application. While creating the package, while creating the project, the option called like what? While providing the package name, project name, under that version, Under that packaging is there, right? Under the packaging is what you can select is what, either palm, either a jar, either where, based on the application. Okay, you are mostly, if it is related web application, then you need to select what the packaging is, what, where. Yes or no? If it is related the standalone application, you need to select what, jar. Okay, let me ask one doubt. Have you started to developing the application in Spring? To be honest, no, na. Come on, guys. Let me check my fans online. Have you started application development by using the Spring? Hello, guys. Are you there? Have you started? No. Excellent. Yes, sir. Okay, don't tell like yes, yeah, for my satisfaction. Okay. To be honest, my offline students, they accept we are not started, but you need to start here, online and offline. Otherwise, otherwise, how we are going to understand, right? Here I'm telling some 50%. Let's assume 50% is remaining, right? That pending, right? That 50% you have to fulfill. Getting my point? Without practice, how we are going to understand in depth here, right? You have to start online. You are also better to focus. Okay, na? Okay. Let me finish my properties. Sorry, pom.xml file. Okay. So packaging. This is the basic structure created after creating the Maven project. That too for what? Web related. That web application related. Clear? Okay. I'm going to complete my pom.xml file because I'm getting the errors here. Otherwise, okay. Right. Properties. The property tags purpose is what? To configuring the Java version. Okay, na? To configuring what? Java version. See, if you are not to practice here, if you are not to practice what I'm sharing, you are not in a position to understand 100%. Getting my point? Okay. I want to get some shout. Only one hand is there. Nothing. Please. Here I am. Here you. Please. Without practice, you cannot understand here. Okay. To be honest, Java version you can provide. Whatever the version you want, I want to use some 8 or 17 or 21 or 25, whatever you want, you can use. Okay. I am going to use Spring version. Okay, that is 5.3. See, 5 is the main version or major version. 3 is the sub version. Online, is it audible? Just type in the chat box. Okay, right. Okay, I will share my screen. Okay, small issue. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. Hold on. All right. Where you are? In the pom.xml implementation. So we added what? What? Java version, right? Okay. The Spring version here. The Spring version is what? The main version 5. Sub version is what? 3. Sub version is what? So whatever the version you are using, you can provide. Okay. So I am going to use what? 30. This is what? The sub version. Okay. Right. Um, okay. Right. Next one. Next one. The project build. Project. So in the project, you can provide like what code base we are going to build this project. Okay. That is for what? UTF, right? Project dot build dot source encoding. Okay. Right. Project dot build dot source encoding. Closing this tag. Okay. What code base here you are using? UTF-8. Right. That is what the application we are going to encoding. Next one, you can add the respective dependencies. Dependencies. Clear, correct? Dependencies. Under the dependencies, you can add what? The dependency. Okay. So here, I am going to use what? Some group ID. Group ID. Group ID is going to representing what? Come on. Group ID is always representing what here? Not framework, madam. Package name. Okay. That's what practice. I got your weakness. Okay. Artifact ID. What? Artifact ID. Okay. Artifact ID is what? Name of the project. Okay. Here what? Project name. But here I'm using what? The respective jar file. The respective jar file name. That is Spring dot. Okay. Sorry. Spring. What is that? WebMEC. Spring hyphen WebMEC. Spring hyphen WebMEC. So this is what that MEC related jar file. Okay. I am going to provide what version. That too I want to get the dynamically that version. Then you can provide what? In the EL expression. That is as argument is what? Spring dot version. That Spring hyphen WebMEC related, that jar file related version it is getting automatically. I don't want to provide. So if we don't want to provide the respective version, getting my point? You can provide simply what? EL expression. That too, EL expression means what? Expression language. EL stands for expression language. That too, dollar. Okay, open brace and closing brace. Inside opening and closing brace, you can provide like what? Spring dot what? Version. Okay, na? Right. Online, are you following? Sir. Source spelling mistake. Okay. Source. Where? Okay. Thank you. Source encoding. My offline students not responding. They are not checking properly. Okay. Right. Thank you. Fatima. Thank you. Right here. Okay. One dependency I added. And another dependency I am going to adding. Okay. Servlet related dependency I am going to add. Again, dependency. Under that dependency, you can add what? Group ID. For what? Package name. Java Exa Java dot servlet. Java X. Okay. Java X dot what? Servlet. Next what? Artifact ID. Artifact ID is what? The respective jar file name. Java X dot servlet hyphen API. Okay, that is the jar file, right? Servlet hyphen API dot jar file. Okay, right. Next one. So we are adding some version for this servlet. That version name called 4. That is major version, subversion is 0, and subversion is what? 1. Okay, clear. So it is expecting some scope also. We can provide that scope is what? Provided. Okay. So this is for what? Servlet based dependency. And even we need to pass. Some JSTL related here. JSTL, did you heard about it? Anyone? JSTL. No. JSP is there. JSTL also there. Okay. JSP stands for what? Java. Yeah, at least abbreviation also you should aware. Yeah. JSP stands for Java Server Pages. PAGS. There is a JSF also there. JSF like Java Server Faces. 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 That is the framework like struts. Okay. There is a JSTL. JSTL stands for J stands for what? JSP. You know JSP, right? Okay. S stands for standard. T stands for tag. L stands for what? Library. Okay. Standard tag libraries. J stands for JSP. Okay. Right. For them, we need to add one dependency. Okay. Here I am providing what? Artifact ID. What? Some JST. Sorry, not artifact. First group here. For what? Group ID. That group ID is representing what? The respective package name. Java X dot what? Servlet. Next one, artifact ID. That is the respective jar file name. That is called what? JSTL. Java JSP. Standard tag library. Standard tag library or libraries also. Next, I'm providing what version. I'm simply using what 1.x version. That is, 1 is the main version, 2 is what sub package, sorry, subversion. Okay, clear. So these are the dependencies I added. One for what? Spring related, that to MVC related, servlet related, and what? JSTL related. Okay, next one. Next one. There is no dependency. We can add what? Build. Otherwise, you are getting problem. Where you are going to add the build? After the dependencies. After the dependencies, we should add what? Build. In the build, we are going to add what? Plugin. That to Maven related plugin. Okay. Build. Okay. Build. Under that build, see, as like Beanstalk is there now. Under that Beanstalk in the Spring configuration file, under the bean are there, right? Beans, under that bean. How many beans you want to configure? Like that, in the build tag also, if you want to add the plugins, the root tag is what? For plugins. Plugins only. Under that, we can add the respective plugins, whatever you want. Just you can use what? One plugin. That plugin, that to Java related, that to Java compiler related plugin I am going to add. What is that first one? Group ID. That group ID is what? Package name org dot Spring, no, Apache dot Maven. Come on. Okay, Spring over plugins. Plugins org dot Apache dot Maven dot plugins. Okay, perfect. Next one, what? Artifact ID. That artifact ID is what? Maven hyphen compiler. Maven hyphen what? Compiler. Hyphen plugin. Hyphen plugin. Okay. And the Maven version, there is a multiple versions are there here. Okay. In the Maven point of view, I'm using what? 3. One minute. Major version is what? I'm using the major version 3. Subversion is what? 11. The sub version is what? 0. Next, what? Some configuration required. Some configuration. Under that configuration, even I'm using. Come on. My system slow. Okay. Under the configuration, I'm going to use what? Source tag. That source tag is what? That Java related configuration. That Java version I'm using what? 1.8. The target version is what? 1.8 only. Okay. What is the encoding you are using here? What is the encoding format? Encoding is what? Some UTF-8. Okay. So that is what the configuration is over. The plugin is over. Okay. Then I want to add for var plugin. I want one more plugin as required. That var file plugin is what? Same group ID. Not goal here. Group ID, that is what? org dot Apache dot Maven dot what plugins? Plug-ins. Okay. What is that artifact ID? Artifact ID. Artifact ID is what? Maven where plugin. Okay. Next one. I am going to use, what is the Maven version? I am going to use 3.4.0. This is what that plugin, that plugins and everything is over. That build also over. Next what? Okay, that's all about it. Okay, now let me update my Maven here. Come on. Maven, what update? Okay, guys, eating my brain. Force update. Okay, then on the bottom it is updating what? Maven, updating Maven project. Yeah, that Maven related, that error gana. Just you can refresh. Okay, if you are clean and install, it is going to resolve here. Don't worry. Okay, if you clean and install, it is going. Okay, in the pom.xml file, everything is. Oh, it is still there. Huh? What is that? Cannot access default field properties. P capital anywhere. Okay, let me finish the project first of all. Then later on you can find out, no problem. Okay, na? Right. I'm going to create some MEC related application. So right click on it. I'm going to create the class here. Okay. That class package name is what? I want to segregate for everything. In dot Naresh IT dot config, because I'm going to develop the configuration file here. Okay. So that is that to WebMEC related configuration. Okay. WebMEC configuration or config. Okay. So WebMEC related configuration I'm going to develop. WebMEC related configuration I'm going to develop. WebMEC config. Okay. Online, are you following? Artifact ID purpose is what? Either in the project name while creating, or else in the pom.xml for what? The name of the jar file. Okay, na? Vishnu. I hope you got the clarity. Right? Okay, that is the name of the jar file. That's it. Right. Okay, right. Coming to the our class implementation, like a configuration class implementation. Okay, first of all, I want to make this class as a configuration class. Then what I can do? Come on. What is the annotation required? At the rate configuration, Control Shift O. We are getting the respective package. Next one, I want to enabling what? WebMEC. Then what is that? At the rate enable web MVC, control shift O, the respective that package we are getting, importing. Okay, now next one. So I want to scan all my Java classes. That is what, component scan annotation. Under that we need to pass one attribute is what? Base package or packages. Packages. Then you can provide what? What is the base package in dot Naresh IT. Later point of view, I added here in that line number 1 config, right? That is the sub package. Okay, sub package, no problem. It can be automatically getting. The main package you are going to configure here. The main package is what? Naresh IT. Clear? Okay. Control Shift O. That's enough. Next one. So I want to make my class as a WebMVC related configuration class. Then I have to implement one interface. Yes or no? See, in the multi-threading here, if you want to make as maybe coming to servlet, you are part of the servlet, right? If you want to make your class as a servlet class, then what you can do? Suppose for normally public class, first servlet, open brace, closing brace. Are you treated as a servlet class? Never. It is a normal class here. Yes or no? If you want to make as a servlet class, what you can do? Either you have to implement a servlet interface, yes or no? Either you can extend what? Generic servlet class, yes or no? Otherwise, at least you can implement what? Sorry, extending what? HTTP servlet class also. Clear? Getting my point? Okay. Otherwise, you can't make it, na? What happened? What happened? ఎవరన్నా ఒకసారి కాల్ చేయండి. One minute here. Online. Just to hold on. Okay. Hold on. ఏమైంది ప్రాబ్లం? అదే ఈ కేబుల్ లూజ్ అయింది. సార్ తీసి పెట్టేసి. ఆన్లైన్ just 1 minute here. Just hold on. Okay. Online. Okay. We are back. Next one, where you are creating what? One WebMVC related configuration class. Okay. If I want to make this class as a WebMVC related configuration, I have to implement what? One interface. Okay. That is what implements what? Web MVC configurer. Right. WebMC configurer. Okay, in the in the Spring configuration file, there is a bean classes you configure, right? Can you come down? Resource bundle, message source, and there is a class called what? Session local resolver. Okay, so the local related interceptors. Okay, we added right in the configuration file. Here also we are going to use them. Okay, that is resource bundle. Resource bundle. What is that? Resource bundle. Message source, right? Message source. Okay, some message source. I'm going to use what? Some message source here. Message source equal to new resource bundle message source. Whatever you are configured in the Spring configuration file class, I am going to use in the configuration class. That to whatever the object name you provided, I am using the same name. Clear? Okay. Now I want to set something here. Okay. So here in what you configured here, some message I added, some encoding I added, right? Okay. Now that object dot what? Sorry. What is that object name? Message source dot set. Why it is not getting? Set base name. What is the base name here for that properties file? Can you cross check in the dispatch-servlet class name XML file? What is that here? Base is what? Messages, na? That message is representing what? The name of the properties file starting word. Yes or no? Messages underscore TE, maybe Telugu, HI, maybe Hindi, right? Maybe French, FR, something like that, right? So this is what? The base. This is what? Base. Okay. So I'm using that messages here. What is that base name? Messages only. Okay. Right. Next, I added one more attribute as well. What is that attribute? For encoding. Yes or no? Message source dot what? Set default encoding. What is that default encoding? What is that default encoding here? What you are provided in the dispatcher servlet.xml file? UTF, right? Yes or no? So I'm using that UTF. Okay. Cache, that it doesn't matter. You can leave it. Okay. Then it is expecting what? Sorry. 1 minute. I thought I implemented one method. No. My system is, why it is very slow. 1 minute. So I am going to create one method here. I thought it seems to be method. There is a gap, right? I thought I already implemented message. Why you are getting the error? That is what I'm worrying about it. What is that message? Source. Okay. Right. Okay. So here we need to provide what? At the rate bean annotation. So I added. After that, it is going to what? Return. What I have to return? Tell me. Message source. Clear? So that message related configuration is done. That is resource bundle message source configuration is what? Done. Whatever you configured in the Spring configuration file. Clear? Guys, are you okay? అర్థమవుతుందా నా బాధ? Next one. So this is what one configuration file. Sorry, in the one configuration, one method implementation. One more bean I have to implement. Okay, that bean representing what? Local resolver. Local resolver. I am going to create one more class like local resolver. Local resolver. Okay, that too. What is that? I am taking the same name. Okay, local resolver method name. Okay, local resolver I'm using. So here, just Control Shift O. Control Shift O. It is getting error. That is what? Error. Okay. That implemented class is what? Session. What you provided in the dispatcher-servlet. What is that? Session resolver. Local resolver. Session local resolver. Okay. Here I am going to create what? One resolver object here. Okay. New resolver. Okay. Right. I created object for them. Okay. Here, what is the default language you setting here? Can you come down? English. Right. So here I am going to add that default locale. That is what? Resolver dot. Set default locale. Yes or no? Default. Okay. Ayyo, where is this place? Guys, hello online. Are you able to hear? Is it visible on my screen? Right? Okay. What is that here? What is the default token? English. What is the default locale? English I use here. Okay, right. Online, are you okay? Is it audible? Yes or no? Can you confirm? Right. Why intermittent issues? Okay, then I'm going to return what? Return resolver. Okay, so two configurations was implemented, and here that bean annotation is what required. Otherwise, you are getting what here? Error. Okay, next one. Receptor. Okay. Next, what you configured here? Message resource message resolve, that is done. Local done. That interceptor related configuration also there. Okay, we need to create one more method. Okay, one more method I'm going to create. That is for what? Interceptor purpose. Okay, public local change interceptor. interceptor. Okay, the method name is also what? Locale. What I did here? Okay, no worries. I'm taking this one. What is that locale? Locale change. Locale. Locale change what? Interceptor. This is our method name. This method also we should annotate it with what? At there in bean annotation. Okay, here we are getting the error. No worries. Locale change interceptor. I am going to create what object here? What is that? Some interceptor. Some interceptor. Correct? Interceptor equal to new locale change interceptor. Locale change interceptor. Correct kada? Interceptor new locale. E missed. E missed. Right? Okay. Then what is the argument here I'm passing here? What is the property I'm added? We need to add that property, right? That is interceptor dot, what is that? Set param name. What is the param name here? Come on. Lang. That is language. Which language you are going to utilize? The respective attribute you are going to use in the URL pattern. Clear? Locale. E. Okay, next. One more method I have to add here. Adding interceptors. Okay, for what? Some registry I'm getting here. That is normal method. Public void. Some add interceptors. Interceptors. Okay, you can add that argument is what? Interceptor. There is a registry. Interceptor registry, na? Interceptor registry, yes. Interceptor registry, some registry you can provide here. Okay, some registry. That is some argument. Okay, here registry. Come on. Registry dot what? Add interceptor. We can add what? Interceptor. That too, what is that? Locale change interceptor. We are calling here that method. Then it is going to execute the locale related. Now that whole configuration stuff is over. Okay. Next one, we are going to create one controller class. Okay. Right click on, see guys, configuration class, any doubt here? One is web.xml file completed. Okay, already in the past, completed in the past. Okay, dispatcher servlet. Okay, dispatcher -servlet configuration. This is for what? Enabling the application. This is for what? Loading the classes which are available in the current package. The respective beans are using 3 beans we are used. So for all of them, we are used what? In the configuration file with its implementation. Clear up, right? Over 3 beans, 3 implementation is over. Clear up, along with in detailed explanation. The message representing what? The base name, file name, starting word. Okay. Then UTF, that is a default encoding format is what? UTF-8. Okay, bits. Next one, what is the default locale? That is the default language is what? English. Next what is the parameter we are going to add in the URL? that is name called what? Lang parameter. That is lang, my own name. It is not predefined. Okay. Anything user defined only. Clear? Next one, you are added the interceptor. Inside that interceptor, we are calling that method. This method. Okay. Okay. Coming to that is what configuration class. I am going to create one more class. That is what? Controller. Here, I'm going to use what? Sub package name called what? Controller. So that controller name, you can take anything. Okay. Any name. Okay. I'm going to return that message. Welcome to Naresh IT. Okay. So that's what. In the wishing related, I'm using what? Welcome. Welcome controller. Okay. This is what my controller name here. Welcome controller. Okay. Right. There is a separate class we created in the controller. Configuration. For configuration class, configuration. For controller. Coming to the controller class. If you want to make this class as a controller class here, then what you can do? At the rate controller annotation is required. Control shift O, we are getting what? Why it is not getting? Yes, why or not? Okay. Next one. I'm going to use what? Message source. Auto wire. Message source. This is what interface. Okay. That is message source. We need to annotate. At the rate auto wide for the sake of what? To performing dependency injection. Okay. Right. So I'm going to create one method that is public. I'm going to returning string type. That is what? Welcome local. What local you are going to welcome? That to welcome to Naresh IT word. Okay. Right. So public string welcome local. Okay. That welcome local, we can pass that argument. What local you are going to pass? Okay. So here it is getting error. No worries, because of return statement expecting. Okay. Don't worry. So now I want to return. What is that? Message source. Message source dot what? Get message. What is that? What is that message you are going to? Welcome dot message. Welcome dot message. Here I'm passing third argument related. Okay. Right. Here is the local. I hope this one. Okay. Here now our controller is what? Our class is what? Controller. But we need to give the some request. We are using what? Get mapping annotation. Okay. So in the get mapping, that is HTTP related methods here. What are the HTTP related methods? HTTP servlet class methods. What are the methods? HTTP servlet class methods here in servlet. Get to, post to, put to, delete to, trace. That is do get, do post, do delete, do trace, do options also there. Yes or no? Like The HTTP, now you are going to giving what? That HTTP related request, na? So that HTTP related request methods, request methods related in the controller level. That in the controller or REST controller level, we are using what? Get, adding what? Mapping. Get mapping, put mapping, post mapping, delete mapping, right? Clear? Like that, okay? Don't underestimate HTTP servlet class. That because we are giving the HTTP request, na, that HTTP request related methods we should use, like get to, put to, post to, something like that. Okay, that related methods are there here. See, get plus what? Mapping. Get came from where? From the HTTP servlet class only. Okay, you are adding just what? Mapping. Okay, get mapping. This is one annotation. Put mapping, post mapping, delete mapping, something. Okay, right. Now here I am passing what? Some arguments. Okay, here in the URL you are passing what? That is what? Welcome. After run the application, in the beginning, what request based? Get request. It is not post request. Getting my point? So I hope you know what is the difference between get map, get, do get method and do post method. Okay, I hope might be. So here also, while giving the request, what request based here? Get request. Get, what is the purpose? Do get purpose is what? Always getting the information from the server. Yes or no? Sometimes it is posting the information to the server also. Okay, right. Okay, might be can cover in the advanced Java. I don't want to cover advanced Java here. Okay, right. So it can be, I'm using other parameter. Produces is what? What format? Text slash plain. These are called what? MIME types. MIME, did you heard about it? Multi-purpose internet mail extension. Okay, what format you are going to see output? .doc or docx, normal text, HTML, something like that, or PDF, whatever it is. These are called as what? MIME types in the servlet. Yes or no? MIME, multi-purpose internet mail extension. Clear? Okay. Now that produces is what? That is that output or that response it is producing what? In the text slash what? Normal plain, not normal plain. Okay. Next what? Next what? Some character set. Character set. That too, char set is what? Some UTF. What is that? UTF-8. Text slash what? Okay. Why it is not getting? Get mapping disallowed. Why? Come on. Where I used here? Method level I have to use. I thought I kept there. That okay. Now get mapping getting a okay. Right. What is the error here still? Value. Why? Still error. Semicolon. Where I missed semicolon? Task. Here. Char set. It is not getting a. What is that? Oh shit. What I did the mistake, you know, C is what? Uppercase. Char set. Okay. UTF, that is fine. Produces. That's it. Why? Huh? Where I did the mistake here. Why you are getting the error? Yeah. Tell me. I'm going to add response body annotation to locale. Why you are getting error here? Value produces char set. Where we did the mistake here? Private source, that is okay. Get mapping. Where we did the mistake in the last. Okay. Online. These people suggesting. Sorry, missed method return type. 41. Return type also missing. No, I added return type. Yeah. Semicolon. Yes, where is the semicolon? Where I use? Huh? To message source. Okay, get message. Okay, welcome. Semicolon. No, to local. Everything is clear, nah? Where I did the mistake? UTF, why it is not allowing? Text, correct, text plain semicolon. Okay, let me update Marvin. So let me update my application first of all. Update Marvin. Almost done here, but why you are getting error here? Not sure. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Let me clean. Am I did anything? I hope everything is clear. Written message, so that is a message also okay. Next one. Why he displays? Let's see. Response body get mapping. Value produces a char set. Okay. Right. Let me clean and install. Let's see what is that error. Full stack. Okay. I think somewhere might be it is getting bootstrap class path not set conjunction with source site. The pom.xml somewhere. Something might be spell mistake here. Mostly. Updating Marvin. Huh? Where? Line number? 29, 49. Artifact, see spelling mistake. Got it. Okay. Thank you. Again, updating the Marvin. Somewhere some spell mistakes here. Our project. Nothing is there. Welcome controller. It is still there. Pom.xml clear. But why the Java class still getting? Let's see. Somewhere we did some maybe spelling mistake. Not related to any coding. What is this? Bootstrap path. That's okay. Marvin. Compilation error. What is that? Controller that bracket expected. Where here in the controller? Where is the controller? Okay. The controller, what you missed, can you check? Get mapping. Am I missed anything? Controller, get mapping, value attribute equal to something, produces something. Text slash plain only, na? Why? Here no semicolon. Char set equal to UTF-8, correct? Produces only, you are getting the error. Produces, any spelling mistake? No. Semicolon. Yeah, where is that semicolon? Missed. This is the method here. Here returning what? Message source. Dot what? Get message. That message is what? Welcome. Dot messages null locale. What here? Is there any other method is there for? Let me check. 1 minute. What is that? Return. What is that? Message source dot get message. 3 attributes should be pass. Okay, we selected that one. Still what? Semicolon. Very bad. Where is the semicolon here? We can separate a comma. What is that change to? Consumes. Produces only, right? Change to. I want to pass. What is that? Char set to equal to, what is that? UTF hyphen char set. Here you are getting. Okay, let me pass only two arguments here. If required caret, we'll see that. Let me, or else let me change the order here. What is this? Caret. Getting caret too much problem. Okay, we'll see. If required, produces what? Text plain. Okay, yeah. So let me update Marvin. If required, we'll see. Okay, I removed that one caret. Anyway, you already configured. We'll see. If required, we'll see that. Okay, clean and install. Build success. And here also run as Marvin install. 48. 1048 is okay. Build success. Okay. There is no problem in the application. Now coming to our Java classes is completed. Now we are going to create properties files. What is that? New file. So in the properties file, what is the file names here? You can provide messages underscore what? Some French related I am using. Okay, just allow me 2 minutes. Okay, we'll complete. I created. Go to the Google. Okay, Google Translator. I need. The Google Translator. I want to provide. Welcome to Naresh ID. Okay, in Telugu that is fine. I required in the French. There is French. See, that French word is what? This is what? Okay? We don't know. We are not in a position to read here. Okay, right? What is that? Welcome dot message equal to what? This is what? French. Okay. So I want to create one more file for Telugu. For Telugu, what is that? Search Telugu. Naresh Ittuku Swagatam. Okay. Next one, some default property file I am going to use. What is that? English. Okay. So message source is what? Welcome to Naresh ID. Okay, now that application is over. Right. So now I am going to execute this application. See, if you want to execute this application, if you want to execute that application, you need to pass what? Some parameter. See, in that, what is the parameter you are going to use here? Okay, first let me build application, update the Maven again, complete. Okay, I want to clean and build at a time. In the goals, what? Clean, what? Install. Okay, at a time, two operations. Done. Application is clear. See, before run this application, whether outside Tomcat server running or not, you need to check it out. Okay, it is not running. Happy. You can execute that application, run on server. Next, two applications are no. Finish. Yes. Servlet exception. Why? Init method, IO exception. WebINF dispatcher servlet. Nested exception. File not found. Come on here. Why it is not main web app, WebINF? That file is there, na? Why it is saying like that? What is the URL pattern? Can you cross check why the application is not start? Dispatcher servlet, encoding, init parameter. Okay, anything, anywhere we missed it? org.spring framework, any spell mistake, web servlet, dispatcher servlet. Clear kada? Okay, the dispatcher servlet URL pattern. No space. Next filter I'm using encode filter dispatcher servlet. Application no issue here. Might be there is some spell mistake anywhere. Spring framework web servlet dispatcher servlet. Okay, the execution part tomorrow we can see. Don't worry. Okay, na? Right? Because see, application is successfully compiled, but execution might be there is somewhere some spell mistake. I think so. Okay, no worries. I will share this application straight away. It is valid here. Don't worry. But why it is getting semicolon? Where it is? Yeah. Get mapping. Welcome. Produce. Might be space. Might be space issue, I think. Okay, now it is working. Okay, let me cross check why it is getting error. File not found exception. WebINF dispatcher. Any spell mistake? Dispatcher servlet. 1 minute. Okay. I think file name dispatcher servlet hyphen servlet. Okay. What I'm usually here? Dispatcher. Okay, let me refactor it. Dispatcher. What is that? Servlet. Okay. Servlet. Dispatcher servlet. Application is perfectly valid. There is no problem. I think somewhere some file related problems, maybe something. Just to hold on. Just allow me 2 minutes. You can complete. Yeah. Just 2 minutes. File is application is over here. Okay. Let me run my application. It should be work. It should be work. There is no problem. Okay, it is working, right? Okay, suppose if I provide, that is what some welcome. Again, what is that? Cannot find the resource bundle base name. Messages. Where, yeah. Hare, oh, missing resource exception cannot find this. What is that resource bundle? Where you are cannot find the bundle base name messages. Program is okay, no problem. What is this here? Let me check in the configuration file. 1 minute. Resource bundle default to local. Any spell mistake? Local resolver. Local resolver. Come on. What is this param name? What is this parameter name? The property name is what language? Yeah. Why S came here? I think we provided lang only. How it is? Very bad. Say small mistakes here. Okay. 1 minute. Application perfectly valid. There is no doubt about it. Okay. Now, welcome. Okay, let me provide that language equal to what? French. Even this one also not getting. What happened here? Array. Missing resource exception. Cannot find bundle for base messages. Ayyo, what is this? Unnecessary. What I provided, what is this? Do you have another class here? Okay. I think somewhere might be spell mistake somewhere. Okay. I will rectify. I will maybe a small spell mistake somewhere. I think so. Okay, I will rectify and will share the application too. Okay, right. Tomorrow I will tell you. Don't worry. Thank you. Application is perfectly valid. No worries. Okay, thank you. Thank you, one and all. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.